Good morning. Welcome back again in another episode. We discuss in this episode why some people back down on their goals and withdraw their forces to learn English. Some of their peers might blow up the plan, or they blow up the plan by themselves because they do not have enough willingness to carry on one further step in the process of learning. First, we need to break down why the problem is happening. There is always a malfunction in the learning plan. If someone fails or his plan breaks down, it's not because that he has lost the steam to carry on, but sometimes it's just because the plan is not functional enough. It's just sometimes that the plan is not functional enough. So what we need to do is to bring up the issue to some experts, not like me, but some better experts to check out the plan and see the functionality of this plan. Because in English, we say to err is a human, which means that if you make mistakes, that is a typical behavior of a human being. So people make mistakes, and we always make mistakes when we're designing a plan for learning or plan to travel. My plans to travel are always breaking down. When you bring this plan to the table of an expert, you have to call off all the other distractions that you have that may affect your focus. So you have to be very focused on what you want to achieve. And one way you can check that is to come across YouTube videos. YouTube is full. YouTube is suffocating. YouTube is pregnant with self-development and how you can better the plans that you have to achieve the goals and targets and objectives that you have in your learning. Sometimes you come across videos that you like. Sometimes you don't like these videos. It's very normal. We affiliate ourselves with people who have the same kind of positivity, the same kind of presence, the same kind of presentational skills. Some people have good communication skills, some people don't. So try to find someone who you like and then stick with him or with her. The next thing is to cut down all the kind of concern, especially if that is something psychological. Most of the struggle that people go through and drop off at my table when we start talking about the reasons why they're failing to learn English is psychological. And in order to troubleshoot something psychological, the intervention of language is very peripheral. It's not necessary to bring the issue of language learning as one of the potential frustration reasons for them because of its difficulty or because they don't know how to tackle this issue or that issue. But some people have to ease up on certain elements in their learning or in their behavior, especially psychological, when their plans fall apart, when they find out they get along with me so beautifully later on. Some people get away with a kind of concern, and that builds up some pressure on them, but they benefit of that kind of pressure. But some other people have to give away this kind of concern, tackle it down, and then find out why this kind of pressure is affecting my performance in language. So go ahead and get out, find some people to socialize with, try to seek out for help from experts, listen to people more, act more on your skills one by one by letting in so much input through your listening and so much output through your speaking. But you have to make it up for any kind of potential sacrifices that you have, especially if you have other commitments. You need to make sure that you squeeze in language learning within the time span that you have every single day. Sometimes we have to put off a lot of other plans because all of these plans are associated and they are connected with the plan of learning English, especially when it comes to self-development. And if you run out of any ideas, you have to take off from your comfort zone and seek out for advice from people who have been in the field for a long time. When I turn up in the office, the first thing is I turn on the radio station to my favorite radio channel, and that is NPR News. And I wait up for the news of the world. I listen to that. I jot down any vocabulary that I find difficult to pronounce. And then I practice these kind of vocabulary every single day. And I watch out for any political expression, social expression, other kind of expressions that are very common and recycled socially. And I practice them. I practice that every single day. This is how I go about learning language. The other day, I was practicing a very beautiful word. The other day, I was practicing the word senator, senator, senator. And this word helps you so much to pronounce the T. But in order to master it, you have to say it many hundred times. So just keep saying it. Senator. You can also benefit from something called tongue twisters. And there are so many applications online that can help you repeat certain sentences that have certain English sounds. And then these kind of sounds will help you perfect the mechanics of pronunciation of English. That's it for tonight. I wish you all the best, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in another episode. Have a blessed day or night.